You are looking at a rally up 360 points. 29 of the Dow 30 are up. One of them, that looks to me like Verizon as I squint there. Only one of them is down. Joining us now, Joel Shulman is with EntrepreneurShares, frequent guest of the program. Are you sticking to your view, Joel, that at the end of the year, stocks will be higher than where they are now?
I'm absolutely sticking to this point. I think the markets are positioned for a strong rally. We will see some volatility in the month of October. I mean, earnings are coming in. Of the 99 companies that we track so far for the third quarter earnings, they're generally down. And if companies are missing on either profits or revenues, we're seeing them have a 5 to 10% drop. But I think by year end, we're going to see a number of companies report strong profits. Biggest issue may be the strong dollar overseas, but ultimately we think this is going to be a big market, a big year, and I think people are have an opportunity to buy at good prices right now.
Okay, talk to me about big tech. As you obviously know, it was hammered lately. It's come back a bit recently. The big techs are certainly up today. But you're telling us get in there and buy some more. You're telling us that?
Right.
Make your case.
I am saying that, and as well as we know, Netflix, which is a harbinger for many of the FANG stocks, is coming out later on today. I mean, Netflix is a prime example. I mean, they're up 73% year to date. Profits have doubled, quadrupled. They've gone up 4 times in the last 2 years. Revenues have doubled in the last 3 years. I mean, these are strong companies. I mean, profits are very strong. So if, in the case of Netflix, where the revenues have increased quite a bit with international streaming, and the profits have doubled quarter after quarter after quarter. So we're not talking about year over year. We're talking about September to December 17, and then March it went from 62 million to 135 million to 270 million. Okay, so they dropped in the last quarter from 272 to 298. I mean, they didn't drop. They only went up 10% in a quarter. I mean, we can't expect these companies to grow at astronomical rates forever. I mean, at some point they have to return to normalcy, but they're still strong. They still got great profits. They're plowing money into R&D. R&D growth has been over 30% for this stock for the last 5 years. Profits are up, revenues are up. So the growth may be slowing down, but it's still growth.
But you would agree.
At the end of the day,
but you would agree, surely, that for our viewers listening to you, watching you right now, it takes a very strong stomach to jump back in to stocks which have already gone to the moon in the last couple of years.
Right. Well, to the moon, but they've come back a little bit. So in this case, let's look at Netflix. I mean, they peaked at 418 on June 20th. They're currently 333. Now, we're seeing some of the key analysts in Wall Street, like Morgan Stanley came out today. They dropped it from 480 to 450. Raymond James dropped from 445 to 400. But almost, I've got over a dozen analysts that still think it's going to be over 400. So if somebody's dropping it from 480 to 450 and the stock price is currently 333 and the company's still growing very strong, particularly in international streaming, I think it's still an opportunity to buy. Okay,
we've heard you on Netflix. Now you tell me, you've got 30 seconds left. Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple. Big tech, you buying them? Any of them?
I'm buying many of them. I don't buy, I know you and I have talked about Microsoft in the past. I think it's a great company. It's not an entrepreneurial company. I think Amazon's a very strong company. It's not any more entrepreneurial, but we do own it in one of our funds. In terms of our Entrepreneur 30 index, we own the other stocks, and we're continuing to hold. We like them. We think year-end it's going to be strong.
You're done, Joel. You think Microsoft is not an entrepreneurial company? You're dead, son. I mean, that's it. You may be back. But, Joel, thank you very much, sir. We do appreciate it. Thanks for being with us. And we will watch Netflix today. Got it.